Well, my friends, we are off to the races to get on this trip if we could just get out of town. Major delay on American Airlines to get me to Charlotte. I've missed my flight to London, so we're not going to London, England. We can nix that. Gonna have to spend the night in Charlotte and leave out tomorrow, connecting in Philadelphia and going straight to Barcelona. So I'll be a day later than normal, but that's okay. I'm early. Luckily, I got my hotel booked and we're good. I just need to let the hotel know that I'm going to be coming in the next day, but keep the room and I'll be there. I got the key. All I do is just go to my room. So let's just hope, man, nothing else screws up. I think we should be okay. Just crazy. You know what's even funnier? Is I'm only 2.5 hours from the Charlotte airport, and I'm on American Airlines. I could have just driven to Charlotte, parked my car, and flown out of there. But oh well. You don't think about those things, you just don't know it. That's why you plan ahead, my friends. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I got some. Got here to the airport 4 or 5 hours early because I didn't want to miss anything. It's gotten that crazy every time I fly. But just took a bath and a damn large cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Luckily it wasn't hot. I'm gonna smell that coffee till I get to Barcelona. But that's okay. It could be worse. I may have talked about this before. Amazon Go type stores in the airport. They call them POP. Where you just put your credit card in and grab what you want. And somehow it knows. I don't know how. Yeah. That's crazy. Makes you feel like you're stealing something. One thing I hate about traveling to airports is waiting, especially when you're worried about being delayed or things are. It sucks. I got here early just to make sure I wasn't late. Get through TSA just in case. But I got to fly here 2 hours in Philadelphia before I have a 9-hour flight to Barcelona. Hey, it is what it is. It's my first time flying international, so abroad. It'll be interesting. Yeah, it could be worse, so. Other than that, it ain't so bad. A lot of movies filmed in Philadelphia. This thing just goes on and on and on. Look at that. Trading Places. That one was one of the best. Rocky movies. Look at that. We filmed a lot of movies here in Philadelphia. So, I'm in Philadelphia. Going straight to Barcelona in a couple hours. But, man, what a day. Just like held up in airports. It sucks sometimes. It really does. But it is what it is. I tell you, it's like, we were sitting there by the one gate we were supposed to go on B4 all day, or close to it. And they changed the damn gate 30 minutes before damn boarding. And I wasn't the only one that missed that almost. There was about 3 or 4 others. That's like, holy cow. Luckily, it was close enough. Let's see, man. I got a pillow and it looks like some form of a blanket and everything. I'll take it. We're finally on the plane to Barcelona. And the cool thing about it is there's about 12 or 13 people on this flight that are on the cruise. We had a good talk. It's cool. I finally made it to Barcelona. I've had 6 hours sleep in the last 2 days, and I'm ready to go to the hotel, get a nap, get back on track. I'm a day late, but I'm still a day early. We get on the boat tomorrow. The cool thing is I'm here. Actually, you get nervous going through the customs here because you don't know what to expect. Some people are not speaking English. Google Translate for the win on that one, thank God. So I'm going to get my bag, get an Uber, get to the hotel. I got to get them a copy of my passport and then go to my room. And I'll check in then. Well, it's the 18th floor overlooking the ocean in Barcelona. Interesting view here, folks. That it is. I'm so tired. There is the cathedral right there that I want to go see. That's the basilica. I'm gonna go see that, whether it be today or when I get back. They say that thing is massive. They're just now almost getting it finished. I think they got a couple more years, but it took them 160 years to build that thing. It's pretty cool. Oh man, I am tired. I think I'm on 6 hours sleep in the last 2 days, and I coming through some of these airports couldn't talk much, especially when I got the camera. Couldn't have it too much in the coming towards customs until I got through, because I couldn't understand some of these people. It's 3 stops I had to go to get through, and then they stamped my passport. But started asking these questions, and when you come over here, you go into their customs, you got to be real careful about just everything. The questions are asked you when you select English, but you got to understand what they're asking you. And, get Google Translate for the win, as I said. And you can say, hey, I don't understand what it's asking me. I'm just here till April 11th. I'm going on a cruise. They're cool. You just have to, your visitation is good for 3 months. You cannot, unless you have to file for a residential visa, so to speak, or citizenship, which is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It should be like that. They need to, like us, they need to protect their immigration and do it right. But anyway, I'm going to get a shower and I need to take a nap, and then I need to figure my day out because I get on the boat tomorrow. One thing's cool is Hilton made me diamond for a day. And I said, okay, what is that all about? And he goes, well, we've selected you. Would you be diamond for that? Because, hey, there's an American come in. Let's make him diamond for a day. I don't know. He was the nicest guy at the front desk. But I got access to everything, free everything for a whole day till tomorrow. And I don't know if they'll do that for me again when I get back on the 9th of April. But it's all good. So anyway, I will check in when the cool comes along. So I didn't mention that we flew to Barcelona from Philly on one of those brand new Boeing 787s. And I'm telling you what, if you haven't flown on one of those, that is one smooth ride. And they're built in Charleston, South Carolina, where I'm from. They're made there. Man, I'm telling you, that plane, they're quiet. It's smooth. You get a little bumpy turbulence, but it's not loud and annoying, and it's comfortable. Oh my gosh. And the landing wasn't as rough as some of the other planes. It's, landings are landings, but I mean, this thing was a smooth ride. It really was. No idea what that is, but it looks cool. Something old and industrial. What do you know? We had some American in Barcelona. Here's a little something you don't see in America, at least I haven't seen it. Rent an umbrella or borrow one. Oh my gosh. It's not rent a scooter, it's rent an umbrella. How about that? Then you can rent a power bank. How genius. Pretty cool. So apparently this is a big thing here in Spain, probably over in Europe as a whole. It won't surprise me if it ends up being that way in America, but that looks like a plastic water bottle, but it's not. It's glass. And they have a couple of them in the room where they said, we're not using plastic bottles. In fact, you can't even buy a plastic water bottle in the hotel. I don't even know if you can buy it anywhere in Barcelona, and I noticed that down there in the lobby, but they've got an ice and water dispenser out in the hallway. You can fill these up with water and drink it to your heart's content. So not a bad deal. Hey, it works. Glass or plastic. It works. Hey, look at this view. This is on the 15th floor. There's the cathedral. really going to see that when I get back from the cruise. That's all about. The Mediterranean Ocean. Looks like it is. You get glass bottles over here, folks. I miss those in America. I'm going to walk across the street. There is a mall across the street. It's about the only part of this city I am going to see today. And then when I get back, I'll see some of it. I'm going to be very careful with my cell phone out like this because people love to snatch and there are pickpockets in Barcelona. This is more of an upscale area. Shouldn't have much to worry about, but you never know. Let's go see what it's about. Here's the hotel. Kids playing over there. It's pretty cool. Tapas bar. That's big in Spain. Tapas bar is how you pronounce it right. Pretty cool. That has got to be the craziest looking building I've ever seen in my life. That's an architectural wonder right there. Pretty cool. So I needed to convert some currency, which if you have American dollars, the value of the dollar is a little bit more than the euro. Stings a little bit when you convert it here, no matter where you convert it, because 200 US dollars, 160 euros. And I had to get some $1 and $2 coin for $2, €1, €2 coins. Because out here over in Italy and here, a lot of it is, they're not too welcoming with the bathrooms if you need to hit one. And you got to throw them a euro or two to use it. They're real prude about that shit, especially in Italy. So maybe that it may. I got that converted. And I just have to convert what's left on the way back. So I have to convert it at the airport because they won't let me convert it back here. But I can go to the airport and get what's left, and if there is anything. So you know how that is. It's what you deal with when you're traveling abroad. It's good morning or whatever time it is where you're at. It is here in Barcelona, Spain. I'm getting on the cruise here today and just getting myself ready for that. Went down there to the buffet, got a little bit of bacon, just a little bit of eggs. And I tell you, the food is different over here. Some of you may know this, that it's very different. It's very good, actually. You're not going to find Lucky Charms cereal in the buffet. There is some cereal, I guess some form of what they have is like cornflakes or something, but you definitely, like where we're from in the South, you have grits and you have oatmeal. At least I didn't at the hotel here. I don't believe that you're going to find it on a buffet here in Spain or over in Europe, but most certainly not on the menu. Doesn't seem to be a thing here, but hey, that's what makes us all different. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's all good. I don't eat grits or oatmeal anymore much anyway. I can't. But it was good. Other than that, got me a little coffee, and I am doing my thing here. I got a few little something to do here. I brought my laptop and get some music done. I'll have it on the boat with me. Getting a little work done, folks, because that's what we do. That is exactly what we do. So, but other than that, got me some coffee, and we're going to get ourselves ready to head to the ship here shortly. I don't have to be there till about 12:30 to 1 o'clock. So in the meantime, I'm going to get a little bit of work done. Now, I've talked about this before, and I'll mention it again. Why not, since I'm going on a cruise? Don't kill yourself packing on a cruise. Pack what you enjoy. But if you're on a 16-dayer, pack for 7 days, do your laundry on the boat. I do it and let them do it because it's provided for me. The platinum status is provided. But, I have this huge duffel Carries everything you need, top to bottom. I've got my bag with my laptop and the things I need. It really is, man. I self-assist all the time. My luggage is so much easier. Um, you check a bag at the airport, and you can check it at the cruise terminal. It's almost similar when you come, but it's sometimes a little bit harder at a cruise terminal when you get off the ship, wondering where your bags are. Sometimes you end up waiting longer. And you've seen instances, very few, but there have been in the past years of people's luggage not making the ship. Scary, I know. I thought mine didn't make it one year, and that evening I was like, you may know where my luggage is at? They didn't call me to say it was sitting in the corner in the lobby. Just sitting there. Didn't want to, didn't want to tell me. It happens. It only happened once, so I can't fault Carnival. They get busy, things happen, but things have also, to their credit, and the cruise industry as a whole, not just Carnival Cruise Lines, things have improved with that. Technology has helped improve a lot. There's just a lot of logistics that have improved. So I got to give it that. But to make life easier for you, you want to get on and off the boat quicker, self-assist your luggage. Because now, at certain times you can take your luggage to the room, get your things, and then they tell you, it's not room ready till 1:30, so you need to go have a drink and chill. But they let you just drop the stuff off the room and go, which I give them that, because there's nothing worse when everybody gets on the boat and they're all in one area waiting to go to their rooms. You don't want your luggage and having to deal with it. Because you used to be able to sit there with your luggage somewhere in a corner, and it was like, oh, man, got to go to my room, man. We got to do this. So don't kill yourself, folks. You got to enjoy it. Indeed. Not to be a conspiracy theorist, I'm not. Now, mind you, coffee's brewed different. The water is different. But I kind of wonder. I went to the lobby. Now, coffee's provided at the hotel. They're like, what are you buying coffee for? But I'm curious. It's like, it said coffee. It said Starbucks coffee on this dispenser. It was a thing in the lobby. You put your credit card in there and it dispenses the coffee. And it was like, okay. It was like €3.50, which equates to about, I think, $2.50 or something US dollars. Again, things are a bit cheaper here in some respects, and in kind of the same in the conversion in another. Like, I went to the McDonald's out of curiosity across the street. Like, how much does a double quarter pounder with bacon cost? Euros to dollars is about similar, maybe a little bit less here, but the taste is different. And I'm kind of wondering, is it really Starbucks coffee? A lot of people wonder, is Starbucks coffee really Starbucks coffee? Like, where they source their beans from. Some people in past years used to say, well, the 8 o'clock coffee that you buy at Walmart is Starbucks coffee. Chime in and let me know what you think. Starbucks is not really my favorite. I don't really care for it much, but not to knock it. But I figured I'd try it. It is a little different, and it tastes a little different too. But that could be the way it's brewed, could be the water. I put my own sweetener in there. And, to me, in a lot of respects, coffee's coffee, even though if you watch my video when I'm in the Dominican, that's good coffee. I bought 3 bags of coffee, which I'm still on here since that cruise back in January. And there's a company I found there in Dominican. I intend to order some more. It's really good, so love it.